2, 3. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Chemical Vision podcast, where music, technology, and future collide. I'm Johnny Chase, your interdimensional guitar wizard, and I'm here with
Tyler.
He's my co-host and bandmate, and he's actually, one of the main front men for Chemical Vision. But
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, hell yeah. We got a good show today, dude. Number seven. How are we 7 in already?
It's kind of weird, and it's kind of weird how easily it's all kind of came together, right?
Here we are.
It's just us talking. We're pretty verbose people, so we end up having quite a few things.
Yeah. It's us getting comfy and then hitting record is what happens. Hold on. I have to look at my notes because I forget things all the time. But we have good stuff today. Oh, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Now everybody kind of will know where I'm located. I am located near an airport.
Is that what that was? Is that an airport?
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's actually the first time that's actually happened.
Seriously,
to us.
Yeah. It kind of fucked me up a little. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, so today, we got new music.
Yep.
We got freaking behind the scenes stuff because we've been doing some crazy stuff while, you were not on the scene, so it's behind for you. and then a little bit later, we're going to dive into like future of music and, just like.
Yeah, plus we're adding some fresh segments, right?
Oh, do we have a new thing? What do we got today?
Oh, it's another quick fire, the Q&A round.
Okay.
And then we have a mystery topic that even Tyler doesn't know about yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dang, see, I put this new hat on, and I'm trying to get my hair all together, and it's just not working, but... everybody in the comments, let me know, hat or no hat. I'm kind of already leaning in no hat because it's already annoying me.
Well, you have to lean out if you're going to lean,
Yeah, I have to literally be away from the mic like this.
Yeah.
So
you could let me have the chair.
Yeah.
Like we could sit on the wood.
Yeah, that's what we need. So I think that's probably what we need to start doing. All right, we're gonna take the hat off for now.
Okay, take the hat off. Hat off.
Man, that was such a quick. Just like, okay, yeah, I don't want this.
Okay, it's all right.
All right, guys. So here is segment number 1. This is the Chemical Vision update. Let's start with new in our world. We just dropped Artificial, and the response has been insane. I really have loved the way everybody's been reaching out on this one, specifically with like a single that I think, to me, I actually thought we took a risk on this one, putting it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of scary for me putting this out because we're starting to what I think fall into the niche of what I think Chemical Vision is, right? As a whole, and on top of that, it's something different as far as the kind of arrangement that we put together.
Yeah, it's a lot different it was different for us for sure. It was
100%
funky dunky, but it all came together, and I think we were really happy. And people are responding well. They're like asking good questions, and and it's fun when they are relating or like finding those moments in the song that they like, and you're like, oh. And they're like, that's the part I was worried about. And then they're like, that's my favorite part. And you're like, okay, well.
That is the stuff that's going to touch me. And the fact that also that we have...
Wait, what part? What's going to touch you?
Yeah, well, I guess this is wishful thinking then.
Okay.
We have... we're actually getting out there to some... kids as well. They're starting to like our music, which is crazy.
It does help that we have... Shout out! We do have We do have a teacher that is a fan of ours that is pumping it to the 12-year-olds in the classroom. But at the same time, they're receiving it and they're liking the artwork, they're liking the music, and we've even gotten some artwork back. I should have brought it with me this evening, so I could have shoved it in front of the camera. Yeah, it'll be posted up soon.
Yeah, we'll post it on.
It's a 12-year-old's rendition of our artwork, and it's
pretty badass.
Amazing,
yeah, it's probably like the best thing I've ever seen made for us.
Yeah. As soon as Johnny saw, he's like, "So should we like replace the artwork?" And I'm like, "I kind of think we should. Like, forget the artwork that's there. I mean, we could do that, right? I actually don't think you could. We could replace our band. We could replace our band.
And we just re-release it.
Right? Yeah.
And give the credit to the student. But that being said, Artificial has been awesome, but we also got a new one coming out, Dark Craft.
Oh yeah, Dark Craft. We were actually quite literally last night really nailing down the finals on that, and it's
that was going to be really cool.
It's sick. Yeah, it's fun, and it's
another guitar solo too. I think.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I feel like that one. Oh, vroom vroom, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of a tried and true, if you will, for Chemical Vision. It's not like it's boring or nothing. It's just, from after Artificial, it was kind of like, all right, let's do something. Dare I say safe? That's a shitty word.
But, what's funny? It is kind of like that.
It's kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna do this now. This is what we do, and then the next one is gonna be a banger.
No, the next one actually, the one after next is definitely, it's been Tyler and I's favorite. But that being said, I don't. What's funny? I think Dark Craft is, again, we're staying with like branching out into what I think Chemical Vision has been becoming.
Sure. I didn't mean to downplay it.
No.
It's a sick song.
No, but I'm on the same wavelength. Funny enough, I'm trying to hyping myself up for the final, because if anybody doesn't know, just to catch you up, we release songs in 5-song groupings, right? And we release everything as a single, as a single. And what we do is we group them by 5. It's basically what we're thinking mentally at the time, what we're feeling instrumental wise. But so all in 5 segments, and we're about to actually close out this next group of 5 with Dark Craft and this yet to be named track that's become up to that the favorite by us. But I will say, speaking of Dark Craft, you got some really interesting vocals coming in on this one, which I'm actually more interested in hearing, more than like doing my guitar solo. Funny enough, is
whatever.
Well, because listen, and when you do hear the song, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's to kind of give you a picture of what what I'm hearing. Specifically, is you're doing this again. You're kind of dipping your feet into this like fast lyrical content. Right. But almost in character, and these voices that to me really make the parts. There's just these things that to me this is where we're really getting this blend of like pop into this industrial emo metal thing we got going on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's definitely in between, which was funny because this one was actually written before Artificial, and Artificial is where we went out on the limb and like did the rap thing, and we it just kind of has the whole different vibe, but this one kind of has like you said but it's a little more like melodic still. I don't know. Yeah, it was me.
What I would say this one would be? You remember who did Come My Lady?
You want Sugar Fly?
Yeah.
Or wait.
Honey. Yeah.
Whatever.
Man, why can't I think?
Butterfly? Sugar Baby?
Yeah. Why?
I think that guy died this year.
No, he died. That singer definitely died. He died a minute ago, I think, for sure. But what's Crazy Town? What was the name?
Crazy Town. That's it.
Gotcha. Didn't we play with them and other bands back in the day at State?
No, not Crazy Town.
I think you did.
We played with Sponge.
Oh, okay. Well, how did I mix up those memories?
It's all the same.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it's funny, and I say yet to be named track, and here I'm referencing my show notes.
He died in June 24.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. But didn't another guy die way before that?
Some other guy from some other band.
I thought that was the original singer died a while ago. Okay. Well,
it's okay though.
I know I was trying to act like nobody knew the name of the next song after Dark Craft. Equilibrium. Yeah, that's the one that we're actually...
You said that earlier, and I was like, did they not know?
Yeah, so I'm like looking at the show notes. I literally have it in bold. Yeah.
Don't say it.
Yeah. Well, we got a really dope music video coming for that. But what we want to let you guys know is now with every track, we're going to have some version of a music video that's going to be coming out with each track. And I think you guys are really going to dig this. Now, we're not talking about like maybe full blown like MTV, days music video, but I would think it was like modern era stuff. Don't get me wrong, I definitely want to have some story stuff like in the future for big singles. But I think
some content for everybody to look at while they listen to
that's the name
song.
That's the name of the game. Like back in the day, it was guaranteed you had to be on the radio to be a successful band, right?
Right.
Or then it became big that you had to have a music video. Well, now I think you just have to have a version of a music video for
your content.
Yeah. That's really what I think this is, more than
21st century.
Yeah, right. It can't just be it. But I really like this. I kind of pushed the boundaries as far as my my animation skills and some of the things that I enjoy doing it. Definitely allowed the creativity to come out. But I hope you guys are all going to love it. We're super stoked. We are going to be finishing up filming that at the end maybe of April, right? Is that what we tried to lock down?
Yeah.
But I think you guys are gonna dig it, and I'm super stoked. But
pumped and stoked and pumped.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go.
Is it time for segment 2?
Yeah. We're gonna go.
Let's go deep diving.
That's right, deep dive, the future of music.
Oh, dude.
So, yeah.
I think we're screwed. I mean, like, are we gonna get taken over? I can already go. I found this really cool website. I think it's called bloop.com. and I'm not joking. I didn't on Mac you can slide it over and save it, so I slid it over. It's really cool. And it's not necessarily AI. This one's not necessarily AI, but you can just like click a mood and then like a groove, and then you can. It's basically like if you're building samples in a DAW, you know what I mean? If you're using samples to like create a song, like I think we've all done as creators or producers or whatever you want to call it. It's like that, but you don't have to drag, you don't pick anything, you just like touch it, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it grooves and they all go together, they're all in the same key. You don't have to choose from a list that's in the same key.
I like that. That sounds like arcade. I like that.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
Oh, it was?
No.
Oh,
I'm totally kidding. No, but it's like that. So like you can like click a few buttons, and all of a sudden you.
I'll bleep out what you ever.
I was totally kidding. I was just trying not to give away because my whole point was coming to like, are we going to be replaced? Because musicians, because already as a musician. It's and an artist, dude. I have been an artist as well, and I'm a digital artist. I like being a digital artist, but being a digital artist as well, it's so easy to just you can just go online and type in a prompt now, and then boom, there it is.
Yeah,
you can even record your own voice now, and I just record la lu lady. I don't know, I haven't done it,
right?
But you do it, and then it's like, oh, hear yourself singing Lady Gaga or whatever.
They've been able to do stuff like that for years, though, right? Like you just say this sentence that has all the vowels and consonants in it, and you do it.
But I mean, now it's at your fingertips for free on the internet, where you can create a song.
For sure, but that's why I think everybody's moving away from corporate kind of business. Because to me, that's what that seems to be, is like a super corporate version of art.
Right.
Which is why I would think it segues into my opinion here. I promise. Yeah. There you go. I don't think we're going to be replaced. Yeah. I think we are.
You think we are going to be replaced?
To some degree, but eventually it's going to kind of go by the wayside. Nobody ever, how many people here eat McDonald's for every meal?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Too many.
I think it has its place, and there maybe is a place for it.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be taking over art in general.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I could totally be
the McDonald's. They're the McDonald's. They could.
Well, think about it. If there's something that you could just hit a button,
right,
and this thing's doing it for you, you're not reaching into the muse. You're not doing any of that.
I don't mean as a musician. I mean like as a listener. If anyone can create it, that has no talent whatsoever.
I guess I'm also banking on the fact that I'm hoping humans are like vying for the fact of like this is soulless and like why would I? But I do hate that. I will say I hate that argument. Like this soulless art. I don't think there's any such thing as soulless art.
Right.
But then the argument is then becoming, I think it's then now an argument of semantics. Is it art or is it not art? Is it just recreating some stuff or is it actually art? Is it an expression?
Right. Yeah. Well. So no, you don't think AI will ever? Well, you do think it will, but it won't.
I think musicians are what being a musician is a very big factor in my mind of what makes humans a very particular species. on Earth, right? And I think somebody said it's because other animals can maybe sing and make notes, right? It's rhythm with the notes.
Elephants can paint.
You know, and there we go. And that's what I think we need to be like the elephants painting. But yeah, I
like the elephants.
And here, and this is also why Chemical Vision did have to go to the future to grab the mechs to help us save the future music, because obviously, what we're saying, it's going down this super corporate and horrible path. But here, fear not. Johnny and Tyler are here to save the day with Chemical Vision. Yeah.
That's the song that I don't have right there. I'm sorry.
Good, actually. All right, let's see what we got. All right.
Was that all for the segment too?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we can maybe. I just wanted to throw in all the stuff about the lore and Oh, that's the one thing. What ever happened to holograms? Remember, like the Ronnie James Dio holograms and all that stuff. Did that just go bye?
You mean like people on stage doing?
Yeah, I remember they had like the Tupac hologram. That was right. It was like all the rage, and it was really all it was kind of some vaudevillian technique that they used all the way back in the days. I believe Disney still uses for.
They do it at the park.
For the haunted house thing.
Yeah. They do it at Harry Potter too. You can like look up and see Hermione and shit.
Yeah, it's basically just they're projected on a clear glass and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Definitely so cool.
We should do that. We should just. I think
you need lots of money because I think the guy like patented the technology. Or something.
I should not be on stage. I should be behind stage,
Tyler,
on a camera, and then be projected on the stage digitally.
Okay.
So that way.
That's what happens on the Fear and Loathing and Chemical Vision tour.
So I can. I don't know what the advantage would be, honestly. It'd just be a lot of technology for me to not be on stage.
It would just.
All right. Let me. Okay.
You want the availability to be on tour and be at home. I think that's really what you want.
I should have said it like that. Yes. Strap it on.
I mean, eventually it is going to be like that, probably.
Yeah.
But I love traveling too much, and
we already did COVID, man. We don't need to do that again.
Yeah. So I'm like, shh.
No, okay. Let me rephrase it then. So this is what it'll be. I'll be on stage, but I'm wearing the laser suit, not the laser suit, the sensor suit or whatever. Okay. It has to look cool though.
Yeah.
But, it has the little whatevers, and it's shooting, or maybe something else is shooting my thing out into like the mosh pit area or the crowd or whatever.
Okay, so it's projecting your hologram into the crowd.
So I can dance or mosh or
okay, I like this.
I can party with people, sort of.
All right, we're gonna
having
Johnny in the future. Make sure you look at this and there's an idea here, something that sparked off. So just let you know. Yeah, that I do like. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Well, all right, and we're kind of pushing through this. This is what time we got this one. This is more of like a chill podcast for us. Well, look, we're a bunch of little verbose little patties. I don't know where that name came from. Probably gonna edit
There's
that
19
out of here.
minutes. We started with 46. It's 20 minutes we've rambled already.
Wow.
What?
Jesus, this sounds about like us. All right, so segment 3.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about songwriting because a lot of people talk about how do we come up with our sound.
Yeah.
So, like, to you, what would you say as like an off-the-cuff answer?
Well, chaotic.
Yeah.
But like, it's like there's a tornado happening, but then like you go, and then you're like,
you're trying to tame the chaos. Like,
then as soon as you grip it, and then it's like.
There's definitely a bit I think where like you get into the groove and it's no longer just like a bunch of jumbled nonsense. It really does the grooves there, and I think
you know the noise that the lightsaber makes, and the feeling that you get when it comes out, or that noise make that
100%. I can't. You mean a boner? But yeah,
it's that noise, but like in in me. It's like you're like, yes, that is.
Yeah, I just tried to do lightsaber noises, and it was like totally like horrible. I'm going to hear that later editing and be like, what was I doing? Ridiculous.
That's so bad.
Yeah, right. I don't. In
Maybe
my
just
head,
chop that part out.
Yeah, in my head too. I was like, oh, this is going to sound really good, like on the mic. In my head, I was like, this is going to sound amazing, actually. Okay, not. Yeah, I think it's for me. It's all about something interesting, something that just catches my attention. It could be a synth line, a guitar riff, a vocal line, a drum pattern. Just really to get my mind down that path.
And a conversation.
Yeah, even that.
Sometimes we're just reacting about whatever. And it's like, oh, that might be cool. Let's write a song about that.
Yeah,
and then here we are.
That's kind of how I feel like most of our songs come together. But that's where the organic element comes through. That gives us that synthetic kind of organic blend, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's what makes it fun too.
Yeah,
kind of keeps us guessing.
Ooh. You know this segment.
What is the segment? What is the segment?
Tex-Mex.
Ah, fuck. Wrong one.
So
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. It's time for our Tex-Mex segment. So we break down some of the coolest gear, plugins, stuff like that. So 21st century technology, typically that our mechs have rated as best. We're going to take this one over again this week, and it's going to be for us.
For us, how about for you?
Okay.
You never talk about what are you geeking on right now? What fucking new thing do you playing with?
Yeah, honestly,
how you like that flip?
Yeah. Well, honestly, if I'm going to be totally honest, my 3D printer, that's like that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a way to spin that into more merch. And by the way, keep be on the lookout for the.
We're all looking.
Yeah, we're looking at it, and they're going to be like, "What are you looking at? It's over there somewhere." Look out for the Chemical Vision Patreon, because what we're going to start doing on the Patreon is offering some of these signature one-of-a-kind 3D printed Chemical Vision items on our Patreon for our subscribers. So, and if you guys have an idea for something that you would love to see 3D printed with the Chemical Vision logo, please comment down below. But that's really what I've been. I've been doing it for forever. Just got the new machine though. My dad's already got me printing a bunch of crazy stuff as is. He wants me to. I almost broke my 3D printer doing this. He wanted me to print him. It's basically a replica of the outside. He's got the internals for the Commodore 64 floppy drive.
Oh yeah.
Because I found the model. It's like just at the edges of my thing. But yeah, it's hilarious. Him this guy that Commodore 64. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, that thing's sick. Yeah, and that's also what Johnny has printed our mechs to cover their fucking ugly faces with.
Yeah, and then I got solid steel and made it out of that. But
well, no, it prints in solid steel.
That's right. We actually got the 3D printer from the future as well with the mechs.
That's not what that one does not come with the Patreon. Just the regular.
Correct.
The regular, because we have very limited sources for the other.
That's right.
That PLA or whatever.
Yeah, the magma PLA.
It's really hard to come by it.
Oh, boom. And what about fears? Anything as far for you that you
did you say fears?
I might have. Anything that you've been messing around with lately?
What are you scared of? I'm like, oh God, we're going there. This isn't therapy session, is it?
No,
I thought this was a light podcast about some good old music.
Yeah, we probably get more viewers that way. But
that's true. Talk about my dark stuff. Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
Just anything that you're into. Anything like for like the mech side of things, like how we integrate tech into our live shows.
I'm impressed with how. The drumming comes along with all of the cool. We have our electronic set, and then I'm not even sure what that thing's called.
Oh, the Roland SPD-SX.
I call it an octopad because it has 8 of them. That's
9 pads.
Oh, see, it's not even the octopad anymore. That's why they don't call it that. But yeah, that thing's dope.
Yeah, the sample pad.
How Impact or usually Tuck because Impact's gone, but you know, like how that's integrated with all of that, and then we can make the drum set sound like a real drum set, but then make the pads sound like an electronic drum. I don't know, that shit's gnarly to me, man. I really like all that, and then or to be able to trigger,
I love that.
To be able to trigger whatever, or like our intros and things like that. I love that. That's been
what I've really enjoyed was the introduction of this rhythmic element. Sorry, I should get closer to Mike. This rhythmic element this rhythmic element that typically I haven't been able to put forth in a live band. When I am achieving that through these like samples and different interesting sounds. Sometimes they're not even real snare samples. I'm just taking like a broken bottle or something and making something really cool out of it. But excuse me, that's like probably my favorite part of what we do is with the pad and that, just bringing that rhythmic element with that.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Well, and for the Mech side of things, I think they would probably say anything that gets them in contact with 21st century women.
That's right. Yeah, that's what gets them out of band practice every week.
Oh, right.
Although at some point we're gonna have to send them, you know, on a journey. They're gonna have to go back for us, I feel.
They will. So.
Unless anybody listening to this podcast knows a 21st century keyboard player that wants to come hang out with us.
Yeah, then we'll get, you know, we'll then turn them into the new synth back. Otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
So
all it takes is your life and your soul and just a little bit of your time, you know.
That's right. You get to keep your genitals.
You do get to keep your genitals and your weekends. No, I take that back. You do get to keep your genitals.
Well, on that note, let's shake things up real quick. Let's do a little Q&A session, rapid fire, quick fire. No thinking too hard. Just first thing that pops in your head, okay?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yep.
Oh.
You're the front man. People don't really care about me. They care about you, brother.
Whatever.
Favorite synth or guitar pedal right now? Tyler also plays a guitar, in case anybody didn't know that.
My favorite guitar pedal is a delay, and I have what is that called? It's called a DD20, I think.
The Boss
DD20. Yep. And I do like it because it's got like 12 different types of delay. And then also has like
delay aficionado.
Yeah, I love. You guys probably, if you listen to our music, you probably can hear in the vocals that it's on a lot. But like, I like it because it's very controllable with your foot, and you can actually use it. When I first started singing years ago. I mean, last year when I was 22, I started through that before I actually had an actual vocal effects. I was singing through that thing, but it's still been my tried and true for a long time. I really like it.
I like that one too.
Okay, that's rapid. Sorry, that was very not rapid. Go ahead.
That's okay.
Pew, pew.
Pew. If Chemical Vision had to time travel to one area, where would we go?
An area?
One era.
Oh, era. Ooh. We should probably go to ancient Egypt because that would be dope and Johnny would love it. And, and it would just be cool.
That would be amazing. I'm on board with that 100%.
And then like
also straight up way in the future, like way past when we went, you know, at some point.
Like Egyptian girls. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Egyptian girls for the win. Craziest studio moment so far.
Craziest studio moment
from like the last 8-9 tracks.
Crazy. I don't know. We don't really have crazy.
Yeah, we don't. There's nothing that's like. I mean, as far as like awesome moments, like just us writing some cool shit.
Well, Equilibrium when that shit came hooked out. I think
that
crazy
was the craziest moment so far.
The thing that's crazy to me is when it's like when you have maybe a little too much to sip on, and then you do stuff, and then you wake up the next day and you go back and you're like, oh wait, that's
nice.
I did something like I barely didn't remember doing that cool or whatever. So I think that's probably the craziest. There's been a little bit of that where like I definitely had too many drinks and then recorded some stuff and.
I like that one.
On accident, or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. And then it got re-recorded later, but
idea-wise, no, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that a lot. Dream artist to collaborate with.
right now, I know it's weird, but I'm all about Aurora. Dude,
Aurora, that's right.
All about Aurora.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And she's doing it with doing it. She's collabing with metal. And
is that so? I'm going to ask quick reason why you wanted to do it with her. Is that the reason because she collabs with the metal people?
No, just because. One, she's young and upcoming, so that's obviously something that's like you would want to collab with the younger generation. I would anyway to like be a part of that because the old generation is kind of stuck in their old ways. And but I don't know, and she just seems so positive about her message and all of that, and so all the jokes that we make about whatever, like I still think that most of our music is pretty positive and comes from at least a positive place, whether or not the lyrics are sad and depressing or emo or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like 100%. It's still none of it is hateful or angry or really like that. It's just like whatever, and she seems to be full of light. I don't know. I like her.
I like that.
Cute little bubble of a person.
Okay, good answer there. Well, then, one thing you'd bring to a cyberpunk dystopia?
A dog.
Okay, I like that.
Well, that's what they always have. They always have it in the movie because you need a friend.
Yeah, you do. You do need a friend.
And then he'll be like, wah, wah, wah. Like either bark when people.
And he would have some synthetic enhancements where he would live forever.
So he couldn't die. Yeah. You didn't say iRobot. You said.
Yeah. All right. Well, here is my favorite part of this podcast because here is the mystery topic. Okay, Tyler's know about. Tyler,
what?
Let's say we had to put on a virtual concert in the metaverse. What would it look like?
In the metaverse?
Yeah, so like in VR, if we were doing a concert in VR, what would it look like?
It would look like the 4th of July meets Kwanzaa meets New Year's meets the coolest party you've ever plus like maybe some dragons and,
cool. And liking it already.
I don't know why dragons.
I like that. They can be neon dragons.
Like a little bit of Asian flair, but like not too hard.
Okay.
So like, not like we're clearly doing that, but you know what I mean? Like a little bit of that would be really sick. I think a lot of the visual side of like I've seen a lot of we've shared them as a group, and I actually don't know the artist, sadly to say, otherwise I would shout them out in this sentence. But like some of these DJs that have these crazy screens behind them at these festivals. I don't even know what the festivals are. I'm sure they're in Germany.
Yeah, like Tomorrowland and all that stuff.
And there's insane 3D effects. So that's because that would take so much to do. And right now, and that's what I mean. It would take a lot of capital and a lot of space and a lot of whatever. But if you just put on some goggles and there you are and you're in it like that.
I think we have another idea. There's another idea.
Like an ultimate rave, Yeah.
That eventually is what I want to have Chemical turn into, something like that as well. Something that people can tune into, like some shit like that.
Well, and in a sense, it's not that I want to do the Ready Player One, but Ready Player One, where it's like if it's virtual too, then essentially it's safe, and you could be in a place with millions of people or thousands of people or whatever, and enjoying like a concert or whatever. But then like you're just at home in your living room in a little area and jumping up and down, and if somebody comes up and does something inappropriate or whatever, it's just like not with the real you or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like not as it could be safe. Like kids could do it,
Yeah, I like that. Well, I think, people could just do it where it's just like they have a 360 camera just right there.
Yeah,
because they're streaming it. That's how they do the games, where you put on the meta thing and like you and your buddy are at the game together and you can see each other and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
So, okay. Well, I like that. And that was actually pretty, I think we're going to do some more of those mystery topics for you to brainstorm.
Too,
all right. Well, here we go. We're at the end, finally. I know we were kind of zipping through this episode here. But that was a fun one.
I liked it.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for hanging with us on episode 7. Is there any shout-outs that you want to do?
Well, let's see. Today, I don't really have any specific shout-outs. I don't.
That's okay.
I don't.
We could do no shout-outs, but listen, to our normal crew, Cass. We love you.
Yeah, the normal crew.
We know you. We know you're watching. Everybody else, maybe Wendy.
I was thinking more of like who we're gonna shout out to like sponsor us, and I couldn't think of one that
there
quick.
There we go.
Like,
okay, listen, I love this. This is Tyler mode.
There we go.
Yeah.
PRS. Shout out PRS.
Okay. No, well, hey, listen, you must sponsor us too. Shout out to Fractal Audio. Shout out to Marshall Amplification, Shure Audio, and
Zoom.
Yeah, shout out to Roland and Zoom for sponsoring this podcast. We do appreciate that.
And Apple.
Yeah, and well, definitely because we're Apple fanboys.
I have your stock, I pay for you.
Yeah, Chemical Vision is definitely Apple fanboys, that's for sure.
That's right.
But also, follow us on all social media, Instagram,
TikTok,
YouTube. I think we're on X as well. We got a new merch store that's coming out, so please start ordering some stuff, and so we can retake that money, we pump it back into what we're doing to make it better for you guys, and we really enjoy this. I know I do, but also check out Equilibrium and Darkcraft coming out soon. But guys. Keep dreaming, keep the vision. I'm Johnny Chase. Oh.
And I'm Tyler, but I have one more thing to say.
No, go ahead, brother.
We also, I don't know if we've said this on the podcast, we have been going live on our practice sets.
Oh, yeah. No.
On Saturdays, typically catch. Saturdays, about 4 to 5 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern time, that would be, depending on where you're listening. But then hop on to TikTok or Instagram.
Yes.
Usually are the two best places to find that. Or on Twitch if you can find Kyle.
Basically Guitarted.
Yeah, there it is. Basically Guitarted. You could find them on Twitch too. So if typically those accounts are all streaming. So yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No,
so keep dreaming.
Yeah,
and
that was
keep sucking or whatever it is.
Guys,
sorry.
That was actually awesome. Definitely check out these streams. But keep dreaming, keep the vision. I'm Johnny Chase.
I'm Tyler.
We'll check you guys next time. Peace.